We're chasing trains.
Yep.
So the chase begins. We're going to San Diego this week. And we're going to go do some train chasing as well as recording at the La Mesa. I guess it's a club that they have down there.
The train club, yeah.
Yeah, so Dan got some new wheels to get us there.
Yeah.
And so all I need now is my costume. We've stopped at a place called Black Bear Diner, and there's a very interesting story here about the, looks like the 4449, Dan.
No, it's a different one because it's only got one headlight.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's the one that it is.
No.
But it's that kind of streamliner.
Yeah.
The coffee here is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. See, John's happy already. He's got coffee.
Yeah. It's hard, though, because I'm looking at it, and I really want to drink it.
But the camera don't want to drink it.
No, but it was a little bit too hot.
Oh.
So here we are driving along the coastline. We're a little bit south of Salinas here. And I was, you know, actually I don't think I've ever been here before. Or if I have, I don't remember. It's really nice out here. This whole countryside farmland stuff reminds me of where I grew up. So we're just took a pit stop here at a rest stop south of King City.
I think it's San Ardo.
San Ardo. This is the nicest rest stop I've ever been to.
Yes.
I mean, the restroom was full tile. It was like a first class hotel or something. It was so nice. I almost expected to have a little attendant in there, you know, looking for tips or something. You know, I'm always criticizing people the way they drive and how they piss me off. Here's a great example. About a half a mile or so back, there were signs, left lane closed ahead, right? So all these people in the left lane that are passing us know that the left lane is closed, but they're zipping right ahead.
Oh, it's not just that they weren't just in the left lane. I saw some people actually get in the left lane.
Getting into the left lane to try to zip around people. This is what I call zippers. They're trying to zip around people. Look at all this. And then, you know, you wonder why it's all backed up in the right lane. It's because idiots and jerks are going in the left lane till the last minute, and then they're going to zip over. You know, and it's not like they don't know. Oh, it's just frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
So according to my map on the iPhone, we're about 30 or 35 minutes away from Gaviota, which is our first stop today. We're trying to catch the northbound Coast Starlight, that's train 14, over the huge trestle at Gaviota. Well, luckily the train left 5 minutes late, but I'm kind of thinking it might not matter because they could make up 5 minutes pretty fast. And according to our best sources, the train usually goes over that trestle at about 10 after 1, and so it's about 12:35 now, so we're going to be cutting it really close. I just hope we make it in time.
Hope so.
We're trying, right?
Yep.
And so that's the bridge where we're going. Gaviota State Beach. I don't think I have ever been here before, so this is a first for me.
Make a U-turn and proceed to Gaviota Beach Road. Proceed to the route. Mile, turn right.
Siri's getting mad at me, but I think we're going the right way because that is the bridge. So if you look way down there, Dan went down below and I went up above here at Gaviota State Park. And this is the shot I'm looking at. So seems like a very nice shot.
That's John way up there on the cliff. This is part of Gaviota Beach. There's an old pier here you can't go on. Got my video camera set up. And that's the bridge out there. So we're just waiting for the starlight to show up.
Hey, we're getting off at Sunset Boulevard. Does that mean we're famous? Yeah, so here we are driving through, you know, the LA metropolis, basically at the peak of rush hour. Not sure what we were thinking, Dan, except we wanted to get that northbound starlight, huh?
Right.
Good trip though so far. We got a great shot at that Gaviota place.
That was cool.
Yeah.
We usually complain about Bay Area traffic, but this is pretty bad too.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is where that whole traffic mess originated, isn't it?
Right.
So what I should do is come on. I'll come on later and say it, Dan.
Okay.
Welcome to LA, where you can get traffic jams like this any time of the day or night.
Yeah.
All right, so the GPS routed us off the freeway because it was also a parking lot. So we've been driving through downtown LA in the middle of rush hour traffic, and I don't know. I don't know if there's any way to tell if we got further than we would have, but yeah, it's just a bad time to be in LA right now at 5 p.m.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
I don't remember when we last came on. It feels like it's been 45 minutes. I think we've traveled about a mile or two.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. But I was just noticing this new vehicle Dan has. The GPS shows you all these skyscrapers.
Jeez.
Which is kind of cool. That's an old Southern Pacific building. This must have been their headquarters, huh, Dan?
This is Alameda Street that we're on, and I know they had some facilities down here. There's even some remnants of track in the street here.
There's something train related, Dan.
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever do some kind of, someone does any street running here. Probably.
Well, you know that, I think that's why they built that trench a few years ago, to get the trains off of Alameda Street. So that
left after 3/4 of a mile.
That may be what's left of it.
Yeah, old crossing right there. Yeah. Well, that's the only thing train related we've seen for the past 2 hours since we've been on downtown LA streets. Not the most pleasant experience going through there. Hey Dan, I figured out where we are.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're in Vernon.
After 1/4 of a mile.
Maybe we'll see a train over here.
I don't know.
So hey, it's kind of dark in here because it's nighttime now. But I wanted to come on because this is the end of day one. We just ate at a place in Carlsbad called Miguel's. That was pretty decent. The margarita, Dan said, wasn't so great. That's Dan out of focus over there. For some reason I can see you, Dan.
Yeah.
But anyway, unless there's something really exciting at the hotel we're staying at, that'll do it for day one. And we'll be back with day two in a minute. Because my hair is kind of, I don't know. It's at the point where I need to brush it in the morning. That's too long for me. I usually don't like to let it get that long, but I did. So I went to borrow Dan's brush, and then I remembered Dan doesn't have a brush.
I don't need it anymore.
Why don't you have a brush, Dan?
For what?
Because I might need it.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Sorry.
Alright, now, before you get all upset, I wouldn't actually borrow someone's hairbrush. It's kind of gross, isn't it? I just wanted to let you know before I get the emails concerned about it. Here we have Denny's that's always open and closed. Seems like we have a thing about chasing trains on cliffs.
Yeah.
Because here we are on a precarious cliff again.
Yeah.
And
It's not as far down as Feather River, but I still wouldn't want to fall off of this one.
yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, no, it would be good.
So yeah, we came out to Del Mar. That's where we are.
Yes.
And this is the cliffs. And until now, I'd only seen this on video, on our coaster video that Mike filmed. Mike's with us too, by the way. He's hiding off camera there. But it's just as impressive as I thought it would be from the videos that he took, which means they were good videos, good shots. So that's our first stop of the day. Pretty precarious position there, Dan.
Yeah.
Did you get the shot you wanted?
I think so.
You just have this thing for going on cliffs, don't you?
Well, no, not really. It was just...
I think that was more dangerous than the cliff we were at Feather River Canyon.
Well, I wasn't all the way to the edge. I was back.
Really? You think that was more dangerous?
I don't know. That's
No,
pretty
this is
dangerous.
not.
No, are you kidding me? That was like a ledge that
Yeah,
narrow,
there's-
and there were cars driving really
Yeah.
fast on a road right next
not
to
just cars.
Oh yeah, trucks. There's a log
trucks
trucks.
that make a lot of wind when they go by and try to knock you over.
Yes, they try to knock you over.
Yeah.
They don't just make wind, they're trying to knock you over.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gave us nasty faces. That's how we know they were trying to knock us off the cliff.
Yeah.
What you see here is a trap for the rare species of bark beetle called Ips confusus. It's decimating all of San Diego County, and so they're trying to get rid of them so they don't destroy every building in sight. It's just absolutely terrible in Del Mar. You can see this mansion that's been just destroyed by bark beetles.
Yeah, it looks like it's in really bad shape. Yeah, there they are. They're down in the bottom there.
Ips confusus.
Here, I don't know if
Ips
it's kind of hard
confusus.
to.
Ips.
There they are. So I don't get it. Are they so stupid they just fall in there? They can't fly, I guess.
Pretty much. They're just stupid.
They're bugs.
They're dumb.
What do you got there, Dan?
There's a sign that says unstable cliffs, stay back.
So are these guys named Cliff and they're just not quite predictable?
Yeah, you got to watch for them around here. They're dangerous.
So if you see a guy named Cliff, stay away.
Yeah.
All right, we're out here in the Australian outback, and so we're looking for the rare species of unstable cliff that proliferates this area over here. As you can see, he's acting very irate right now. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Oh, he's running away from our cameras. Oh, no, wait. Oh, wait, we've angered him. Oh, no. I'm unstable now. Oh, now he's getting closer. Ah!
found a young Chipmunkus railroadii.
Yeah, looks like it.
What are you guys doing down there?
Setting up shots.
Wrong answer. Let's try that again. What are you guys doing down there? Chasing trains.
Chasing trains.
Hold on. What are you guys doing down there?
We're chasing trains.
That's a take. Oh, I'm chasing trains too. Precariously on another ledge here. This one's not as dangerous as some of the ledges we've been on, but I still wouldn't want to fall down there. Looks like a good 30-foot drop or so into a bunch of trash. Sounds great. So for Mike, this is probably a lot like chasing Caltrain is for us. Something you see all the time. Well, we do. This is what it looks like when you're about to miss a shot.
Oh shit.
I haven't been recording a lot for chasing trains today because we've been busy chasing trains, but we have seen a lot of trains thanks to that guy hiding. There he is hiding in the back, who knows all the spots. Yeah, who knows all the spots to get the trains. So we're on our way now. We went north to the beaches, which you saw here, and then we're on our way back to a station called Oceanside, or somewhere near Oceanside, to film a Metrolink train coming in from the LA area. So that's what we've been doing, and we're just chasing trains. That's what we're doing.
Sun's going down quick here,
It's
so
pitch black.
so you know the light's gonna go away, and all we'll really get is more commute trains, and you know I don't know if it's really that exciting.
Sure you want a Fillmore coaster?
Well, I think that you said you wanted to get more cab cars, didn't you?
I don't know. I mean, I used to actually like cab cars, but YouTube convinced me to hate them.
What?
Yes.
How did that happen?
I don't know. You don't like cab cars, and you've convinced me that they're boring.
I love cab cars. What are you talking about?
No, you don't.
I do. Anyway, somebody decided that they wanted to criticize the train, and they said, "Oh, was the train running backwards?" It made it sound like the guy thought, you know, oh, the engineer's up in the cab and he just throws it in reverse and hits the full throttle, you know, like they're not watching where they're going or anything. It's like, no, trains don't run in reverse. They run in forward from one side or the other, right? We call that push-pull.
That's because there's a lot of people out there who believe ridiculous things, even though they're ridiculous.
Wow.
Fun to watch people's heads explode for no reason.
Yeah. Anyway.
You know what? what they say. You can fool some of the people some of the time, and most of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time.
Welcome to day 3. Oh, it was like a magic spell was cast just as I said that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our friend Mike was not feeling well today. No tour guide today. So, what do you think of doing here, Dan?
Well, I think we're going to head up to San Mateo Canyon.
Yes, UP.
Yeah, and get some Union Pacific, and then maybe follow the line east until we get tired of driving. So, I guess that's the plan for today.
Off we go.
Yeah.
What the hell's that thing?
It's a little house on the trailer.
Is that like the little house on the prairie?
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that being well, I guess a real house, right?
Yeah.
Being transported.
Yeah.
What is that, like a gatehouse? Or it's like a closet.
I don't know.
It's like learning how to drive again.
Yeah, this new truck has like so many gizmos on it, and everything's screens and menus, so I had to kind of figure stuff out.
Well, we're finally getting on the road here, and I say finally getting on the road here because we just ate breakfast, and it's like 10 o'clock already. A little after 10. So
we're lagging today.
Well, we're taking it easy. What the hell? I mean, yeah, this is what we do, but why do we have to kill ourselves doing it, right?
Right.
So we're on our way now to wherever we said we were going earlier. Colton, I think, right? First, is that the idea?
I think that was the plan.
So here we go. We're off. I noticed there's this big E up on the hill there behind those trees. We're sort of surmising that that's an E for Escondido, because I think that's where we're going through. So it's kind of like Hollywood, but different.
Yeah, they could only afford one letter.
Yeah, there it is. Is that what it is? They can only afford one letter. Nice. I usually say, welcome to the Bay Area, where you can get into traffic, or whatever I say, traffic jam any time of the day or night or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So here we are in the middle of basically nowhere on 15 going north. We're not even really close to Riverside or any civilization. And look at this traffic jam. So I think the new...
Oh, I see. It looks like...
Is there an accident? Oh, there's an accident up there, huh?
Flashing lights and stuff.
But it's on the other side.
It's on the other side, but everybody's looking.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
What I was going to say, though, is welcome to California, where you can get a traffic jam any time of the day or night. But yeah, it looks like there's some action over on the other side there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can zoom up to it. I don't know if I can hold the camera steady enough to zoom up to it, but way off in the distance, it's really blocked up. You can see the fire truck way up there on the other side. Maybe we'll come back if it's worth looking at. We'll come back and put it on the video. So, but I don't understand why this side would be blocked up for that.
Because everybody's looking.
Yeah. Yeah, show's over, so the traffic is going to be fine now. How stupid. Why do people have to do that? You just mind your own damn business.
I don't know.
So as we're driving along, I'm looking at this little part of the screen up here, and I say to Dan, that looks like it opens. And he says,
yeah, it does.
I can't believe this. Look at this thing.
It's got a little James Bond compartment in there.
Oh.
This is the button you press for the oil slick.
Oh, right, and the machine gun comes out the headlights.
Yeah, no, it just has a USB jack, and you can put stuff in there and keep it out of sight, I guess is the idea.
It's a pretty big compartment, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, little did I know, it does open. So there's an M up on the side of that mountain, and we've been trying to figure out what that stands for. The only thing we could think of is Moreno Valley, because we just went through Moreno Valley.
Look, there's train cars over here. That's our first action of the day, although they're not really
doing
anything.
We have a train sighting.
It's just cars parked on the siding, I think.
Yeah, just a cut of cars over there.
Yeah.
We're entering Riverside according to the signs on the freeway. Mos Eisley Spaceport. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
I think it's actually Riverside.
Well, we're coming down into a valley, and it seems ominous. And it reminded me of Mos Eisley, so I figured, you know. So this is the overpass at West Colton Yard. Dan's over there filming that train. It is really windy up here. Looks like there's also some switching going on over here with these tank cars on the right.
Our first action of the day within minutes of getting here. Actually, not even minutes. This is the Pepper Avenue overpass in West Colton, Bloomington. And there's a UP train leaving the yard.
It's one of the biggest manifest trains I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's really long.
I'm waiting to see if it comes around the loop or not. I'm not sure. It might just be going east.
Gotta watch out for those tumble boxes.
Yeah.
Instead of tumbleweeds, they have these cardboard boxes that just
Roam across the desert.
Tumble boxes. Only you would come up with that. Well, I don't know. I might too. Thinking about it. So Dan was telling me about this balloon loop they have here for trains that are headed west. Sometimes they come out of the yard eastbound like this train is doing. But I can see the balloon loop. It's right there. I'm assuming that's what that is. And it goes around and comes back out here. So I guess if this train had been set up to go on the loop, it would have switched right there. So this is in fact an eastbound manifest. So there we go. That's our first action here at West Colton. Dan wants to stay here for another train, and I'm okay with that, but I'm gonna stay inside the car because it is really, really windy out there, and I don't want a bunch of dust to get blown up into my camera's focus ring and stuff.
I was thinking the other option is that we could just chase that train east, since we know there's a train going out that way.
We could. Where does it go though? I don't know.
Into San Mateo Canyon, I think.
Oh. I'm all for that, to be honest.
Well,
because
let's do it. We better get on the road real quick then if we're going to do that.
Well, here we go. The chase is on, as I say. So that train is the one that was stopped a minute ago on this video when the other one came past it. That was the rear end of the train we just saw. They were having trouble with their DPUs, or with one of the DPUs, and they were on the radio asking for help. And the dispatcher told them to go ahead because the DPUs will still work for 90 minutes using the last command that was given from the lead unit. So I guess they gave them the clear to go, and I think they're probably just trying to get into Colton before the 90 minutes are up. And there should be another stack train coming. That'll be the next one through, most likely from behind me here. All right, so we switched locations. We drove down the road just a bit and we found this nice curvy spot. And remember I said about how there's a stack train coming? It should be through pretty soon. There were some green signals going this way too. So it should be here very soon. We started heading back up the road there, and I guess heading east, and we saw a light off in the distance, so we jammed back down the canyon and found this nice spot with a nice long straight section and a curve here. So we're gonna catch it here. Don't know what it is, all I know is it was coming this direction. So I guess we'll find out together.
So we're stopped in San Mateo Canyon, and I noticed that there's a lot of bees around, and I see in the distance, you can see that white thing in the middle of the picture. Those are some beehives. So I'm going on the assumption here that if I leave them alone, they'll leave me alone. So far it's working.
The light came on, so we know it's coming, and we can hear the horn. It's getting real close now.
there's another train coming. It's like we can't leave this place because there's too many trains. It's quite a nice problem to have.
So I was saying on the video a minute ago how we were trying to get out of this area. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad that we had this many trains coming through here, but we'd like to get to some other locations too. Yeah, we're coming up on the tail end of that train that we just filmed a minute ago, and I'm guessing that we'll probably end up having to stop for it.
Yeah, we will.
At a crossing up here. But this is Dan chasing trains.
Chasing trains.
Most people stuck at grade crossings are angry because they're trying to go somewhere. Dan, on the other hand, is happy because he's trying to take pictures of trains. All right, so we've gone east from where we were and took exit 111 toward Palm Springs, and we're at a crossing here called Tipton Road, and we're just waiting for something. We know for sure that there's at least one or maybe two eastbound trains headed this way, and we didn't see anything westbound on our trip to here, so maybe if we're lucky we'll get a westbound, because the light frankly is a lot better looking toward the east than it is looking toward the west right now. So we'll see what happens. Apparently there's some kind of art museum out here, because look what someone did to this pole.
It's the cool pole.
Yeah, it's looking at you. Well, I mean, maybe they put them there so that the sun, because the sun is very harsh out here, this way the pole won't go blind.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to if I keep looking in the sun like this.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's what we came here for. Not sure we're going to be here for anything else. We'll see what happens next. So we're headed back to San Diego.
After 2 miles and continue on I-15 south.
We're most of the way back, right? I mean, we've been on the road for quite some time since that last train. And that last one was just kind of a little bonus, huh?
Yeah.
So what'd you think about your chasing trains day?
I think it was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get everything you thought you might want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a lot of trains in San Mateo Canyon, a couple in Palm Springs. Well, the ones in Palm Springs were pretty much two of the same trains we saw in San Mateo. We just
went out there ahead of them.
Still a couple trains though.
It was, yeah. So yeah, I think overall it was pretty cool.
Yep. Well, it was
Quite a bit of traffic.
It was truth in advertising because we did chase those 2 trains up to Palm Springs. So.
Right, we did.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So all right, well, I think we'll be signing off of.
After 1 mile and continue on I-15.
We'll be signing off here for day 3, I guess, and we'll see everybody tomorrow, I guess, unless something real fun and exciting happens between now and then. So it's after 11.
Almost 11:30.
It's like 11:30, right? Or close to it. And the brilliant, wonderful person behind that door in the next room has the TV playing probably at full volume. So I thought, okay, no problem. I'll just turn on the...
At least the all-night disco party stopped.
Yeah, there was an all-night disco or party or some other kind of party going on upstairs. And luckily that's ended now.
Yeah.
So anyway, the only thing to deal with now is the TV person who has the TV turned up all the way behind the door there. So I thought, you know, no problem, we'll turn the fan on because it has a little fan down here. So let's see, that should give us some white noise, right? Maybe on high it'll be better. It's actually a little better on high, but
That's almost worse than TV.
Dan,
Yeah.
you booked this place.
Well, you know, Best Western is usually really good. This one isn't. This one sucks.
If you're planning to travel to San Diego,
Don't stay in the one in Hotel Circle.
yeah, they call it 7 Seas.
Yeah.
I have a different name for it, but I'm trying to keep this program.
Wouldn't even get 7 spikes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't have tortillas.
No,
And
there's
it
no
doesn't-
tortillas.
Doesn't have panties in the parking lot yet.
Yeah.
But this is Saturday night, and there might be some. If the party upstairs was any. Well, anyway. Won't even mention the noises that were coming from upstairs last night.
Yeah.
Let's just say it sounded like someone was jackhammering on a road somewhere for about 10 minutes. Luckily, they only last 10 minutes. This is day 4, I think. Day 5? Oh,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. No, Thursday, Friday. We left on Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but anyway, we're going somewhere now. It's the next day, right?
Right.
And managed to make it through the night with the parties and the TV watchers.
Yeah, this is so far absolutely the worst Best Western that I've ever stayed at.
It's worst Western.
Yeah. They're usually good, but this one sucks.
I think what happened was that it was a cheap motel, and somehow they acquired the rights to name it Best Western.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. I think that's exactly what happened. I was reading the Yelp reviews,
Yeah.
and they indicated something like that. People that sounded like they knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So if you're ever going to San Diego, we don't recommend 7 Seas Best Western because it's not a Best Western by only in name, right?
Best Western in name only, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're headed out to a place called Campo today. There's a railroad museum there, and we're gonna get some pictures of some of the equipment there, and we're doing something
Turn
else.
left After 45 miles.
Yeah, doing something else as well. So we'll be back when something else interesting happens. We've driven all the way to a place called Campo, only to find that the road is closed about a mile before we get to the museum we're trying to get to. It says it's open to through traffic, but the roadblock is pretty blocky. So Dan has aborted the mission.
Yeah, I want to head out to Plaster City, since we're not too far from it, and see if we can get some photos of the narrow gauge diesels they've got out there. I don't think they run on Sunday. Yeah, but maybe could at least get some stills of it.
So Plaster City You're next on the list. Run. Hide the children and women and old people. Because we're coming. So apparently, if you take Highway 8 east out of San Diego far enough, it leads to Mars, which is where we are now. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is narrow gauge. And that's Dan taking some pictures of some locomotives that are over here. I was intrigued by this gate crossing signal here. It has an analog bell. It looks like you could just even There's one of the locomotives I was talking about. These are narrow gauge Alcos, and unfortunately they're not running today. It would have been nice to see them in action, hauling a big long string of, I guess they probably haul gypsum in hoppers, covered hoppers I would imagine. I haven't seen any rolling stock out here though, which is a little surprising. This is Calexico, and what you see behind me there is the US and Mexico border. That's how you get into a place called Mexicali. So we were so close to this place, we decided just to come over here and check it out. And this is a little park here in Calexico. That's the last park, I guess, before you go to Mexico. And there's Dan taking pictures. I've never been here before, and I'm pretty sure Dan has never been here before. Let's find out what he has to say about it. Have you ever been here before?
No, never. It's the first time.
Yeah. We were hoping, sort of in a weird fantasy, that maybe a Ferromex train might come through here.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they do though. I would imagine they probably do.
Probably somewhere that
they have to get into US somewhere, huh?
Yeah, there is some kind of interchange. Obviously, there's a rail line right here, so there is rail traffic that must come through here. But
yeah,
I don't know how often or when,
or what, for that matter. Yeah. All right. So we're here at the San Diego Model Railroad Museum, and we're meeting someone here. This is why we're making this trip in the first place.
Right.
We're supposed to do the model layout tour here. Oh, hey. So we're chasing trains inside the La Mesa Club, and I can't believe how big this place is.
Yeah, this is in Balboa Park in San Diego. And I was last year in 2006, but I only got to see the parts that you can see from the public viewing areas. And it was still, a lot of it was still under construction on the upper level. And now they've got the loop pretty much scenic. And we're now in a part, what you're looking at behind us here is kind of the town of Tehachapi. And this is an area that's kind of not normally visible to the public. So we're going to do a layout tour here, and it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Oh, here comes our host. You want to be on Chasing Trains?
Oh dear.
You don't have to be. We can just cut it before that happens.
How's it going?
Hi, that's our host, Jason.
Well, yeah, it's getting towards what, Sunday night at 8 o'clock now?
Yeah. Jason rhymes with chasin',
Yeah.
and we're chasing trains.
Well,
with Jason.
Are there any trains out here right now?
There's cuts of cars.
I think there must be an MOW window tonight, and there's nothing moving right now at the moment.
Yeah. It's a lull in the action.
We seem to catch a lot of those.
Yeah.
So there's been cars parked in the space right in front of our room most days.
Yeah, and remember back in Oroville, if you saw what we did up there, there were porta potties next to the truck.
Yeah,
one
porta
morning.
potties.
Well, today we've got a bed and a table.
Wow.
We must attract, like, I don't know, strange things to be parked in our spot.
The
or
weird
something.
parking things.
Yeah. So it looks like John made a friend. We're here at the Model Railroad Museum, and John is getting set up for the intro shot. So this is me controlling a train on the Tehachapi Loop. Pretty cool.
So it's after 1 and I'm still chasing trains. I'm helping put away some trains here at this La Mesa layout, and I'm bringing this cab forward here, down, back to where it belongs. It's not every day that I run a train, and it's even more rare that I run one this nice on a layout this big. It's also this nice. Dan's somewhere else on the layout, bringing a different train back to where it belongs. But this is what we're doing, and it's well after midnight. I'm very tired right now. Look who I found down here. What are you doing?
I'm piloting runaway B units.
Runaway B units? What? Where's the rest of the F units?
The lead engine died, so it's just B units on a track cleaning car.
Oh, wow. That's an unusual train.
Yeah.
So it's like 1:30 and we're still chasing trains.
Yeah.
We're actually chasing model trains.
You actually really do have to chase this because you have to keep unplugging and plugging the controller in and following it.
Pacing trains. But you're almost back to the main yard, huh? Yeah. Here's your chasing trains epilogue for the fabulous day, Dan.
It was a really long day. It was about, what, 16 hours?
Oh, I can't see you, but yeah.
Wait.
It was a long day. I can kind of see you. Not really.
Yeah, we got here at 10 in the morning and it's now about 2 a.m. We did take a dinner break.
Yeah, for about an hour maybe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
But it was by far, so far, the biggest layout we've ever done a tour of.
Hold on. By far the biggest layout we've ever seen.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd been here before, but getting to see all the behind the scenes areas and everything, it's just massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
There's probably a third of it exposed to the general public, I think. Maybe less than a third of it.
Yeah, the whole Tehachapi to Mojave section is hidden.
Yeah.
It's almost like you could take any one of those sections and make a whole club layout out of it.
Easily.
So it's like having 4 or 5 normal club layouts kind of strung together. It's the line. It's done, the stations are in prototype order.
Yeah.
More or less, things are where they are in real life. When you get to the loop, it looks just like the real thing. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Yep. Well, it's dark, so I'm going to turn this off.
Okay.
We'll watch the security guy drive by. He's wondering what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
Like, who's out here at 2 in the morning? What kind of idiot would do that?